It's time! Hello! Hello, everyone. I am here. I have had a long day of work, but I am ready to play Minecraft because Minecraft is fun. And really quickly, I need to ping all the things that I need to ping. I also need to mute myself because I can hear myself, and that's not great. Okay, where do I send this? I send this here. At la 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 la. There we go. Now I have pinged my server, and now I get to just copy the link into everyone else's self-promotion thing, so that way maybe people will decide to watch tonight. Fortunately, I have started to have to stream later at night because I have a job and I don't get off and back home in time to actually just stream whenever I want to. So, we're going to start streaming probably on Wednesdays at around this time most of the time, I want to say. But today, what we're going to do is actually, we're doing creative stuff. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi, Aces. Hi, Evil Banana. Good morning, Lizard. Hello. Hello. Mr. Pear. Or, how's everybody doing? How's everyone, you know? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing good. So, we streamed this last time I streamed. This is what is going to be the visitor center for the single player world. Kind of like visitor / info center. And I'll take you through a couple things that I've done in between last stream and stuff. This is basically the same, but in this entranceway, we kind of left this as a hole, and I think this is going to be an upgraded Confuciusaurus enclosure, since it was our very first dinosaur or like prehistoric animal on the world. So we're gonna give them a little bit of an upgrade. I've kind of decided it's 5 a.m. for you, Lizard. Dang, that is early. What was I saying? I have decided that this build will probably be the 1-year anniversary build. If you didn't know, that's coming up in about 2 months, so it's kind of what I'm going to work on in this. I'll probably do some SMP videos between now and then, and I'll be building this in the background and recording that video. And I'm kind of thinking it's going to be the, 1-year anniversary of the world. This will be the big thing that I do for it. But yeah, so we've got another entrance on the side here. I put doors on it and put a little sign that says, please use front entrance. Thank you. Sorry, I have fast click on. I've also been working on this little area. Now, I wanted to have the brachy somewhere, and I don't know if this is exactly where it's going to go. The skeleton, I want to have one of every kind of dinosaur skeleton in this build, so things are liable to get moved around and changed. I put this little thing in, like a little display with the Protoceratops and the Velociraptor. I thought that was cute. I've got some of the archaeology, like, displays and stuff, got all the figurines around. Just little things that I could kind of come up with to put things where they should. Bracky might move just because I don't know how I feel about him being up here. But again, we worked on this last time a large part, putting all the planters and stuff, this little seating area, and it kind of brings you back. You can walk over the Confuciusaurus enclosure, which I think is cool. And then these little panels, this is where I think I'm going to put everyone who's a member, their name, or like their ats here, just to thank them for being a member. And let them have something in the world. And then the world map, I think, is also going to go there. But I have more ideas because I got bored at work during lunch, and I kind of, let's see if I can get my camera to focus. I drew this. You can kind of see the front is pretty much what we already have, but I have like a whole, well, let me find where I'm at. The camera's inverted, so it's hard to see, but I've kind of added a whole another building onto the side of it. Very badly drawn. I am no artist, but that's kind of what I want to replicate today. So let me check with chat. Yes, definitely an upgrade from the chicken coop that they're currently in. And hello, Lord Breno, how you doing? 11:30 in the morning for you Aces. Yeah, that is that. It's what is it? It's 6:30 for me EST. So yeah, been a long day of work, and like I said, probably at the beginning, we are probably gonna have to start streaming. I think I'm gonna probably start doing a schedule where I stream on Wednesdays at around this time. just because it's like right off work. I can quickly eat dinner and get in and do some work. So today it's mostly going to be creative stuff. We might hop into the Dinos world towards the end and actually like check out, where some of the stuff I'm planning is going to go, like where I'm going to put some of that stuff. But yeah, let's see here. So in my drawing, I have a really big kind of extension, I want to say. So this skylight needs to stay here because this little section on the inside is fine and dusted. So it's kind of important that this like has natural light through it. So that way the enclosure looks good and whatnot. But so this side is bad, the back side is bad. So I'm gonna figure it out today, okay? God, I wish I was as good as building. You know what? You can be, and I'll tell you the only way you can is just to keep building. A lot of people quit before they're ahead. Just keep going. Keep doing stuff. It always helps. You get better and better with each build. And like, I have not always been good at building. I have made some really, really, really bad stuff. But as long as you're always having fun, you can really do whatever you want. Paleobotany section. Yes, I am thinking of that, Aces. I'm trying to make an everything build where this is going to have a little bit of everything in it, and I don't know how much of that I'm going to accomplish, but we're definitely going to try. So I'm going to start off, that's infested. Caught myself with that one. Okay. So down here, we've got some restrictions. Now this is where I wanted this is where I want an office to be. And then this one, I want to go out into a building. So I'm trying to decide. I'm gonna... Because the roof we can't really touch. So I think whatever I build needs to be kind of below this line, I want to say. So we're going to just extend this along. Save us some time. That's fine. It gets the message across. I think that if I build some kind of extension like here, and then I can do the big building segment that I was thinking of behind. And I think that's going to go around here, I want to say. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just extend it for this wall, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do it out this way. What's this? And give us some like working room. A big thing with builds like this that I'm kind of experimenting with is just really trying to break away from like boring shapes. Like I think as much as I love the aquarium with all my heart, it is a giant box. So with this one, I'm really trying, like, even though it is all blocky, I'm really trying to break away using some more curves and stuff like that, adding some interesting features, trying to be better and push myself, but we're going to see how it, like, evolves. So I think, wait, I should come down here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. I think that'll be good. And so we're going to go... We're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? How does that look? 14, 15, 16, 17? It needs to go longer. 21. Perf. I think that's good. That's what I want. Okay? And then do that. I'm also trying to learn Axiom, so there's going to be some interesting parts of today's build. What do I do for work? I am currently in college, so I take classes some semesters, but I'm currently working at an engineering firm. We do like co-op semesters, so I like have an internship basically, and I just work for them whilst I'm, on co-op or on my internship. I don't have classes this semester, but I'll be back to classes next semester. So it's kind of a weird program, but it's really, really nice. It takes a minute to explain. It's not weird. It's a really good program. It just takes a minute to explain to people sometimes. But yeah, so that's kind of what I do. Engineering. That's basically it. That's all I really need to say. Engineering, and goodness, it's been a lot. I started 3 weeks ago. First paycheck came in yesterday. It was really, really nice. So yeah, honestly, I've been having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, yeah, really good, really good. Uh, yeah, 90% of builders do give up before they try again. It's, you know what? I think every build that anyone does is just an opportunity to learn, and to just keep growing. I think, and it's always nice to start, a new world and to like redo some stuff, I want to say, but like, sometimes coming back to like worlds at the same time is really nice, and trying new things when you're building is always like a good thing when you're trying to like push yourself to just be that little bit better. I think with every build you get a little bit better and improve just a little bit. Um and yeah, not many people are great builders from the start. I can literally pull up a picture of some of my builds from when I was younger. I like, maybe I'll send them in the Discord server one day, but like if you guys saw those builds, I think you would unsubscribe. So you probably won't see them anytime soon. But yeah, so I have not always been a great builder, and I don't think you have to be interested in building. I think building in Minecraft is a work in progress for pretty much everybody. Okay, we need some kind of thing that's gonna stick out here. I think I'm gonna copy this over, maybe. Let's just do this. I like the like grid pattern that it kind of makes. It kind of makes it feel a little industrial. So I'm just gonna take this. That works. Okay. That's gonna cut things. I'm gonna actually undo that. I guess I should probably move this back a block. Yeah, probably. Okay, I'm gonna just, you know what, I'm gonna do this trick. 1, 2, there we go, and then if I just grab the erase feature. I know I said I'm learning Axiom, I'm very bad, so be prepared, to see me struggle a little bit throughout today's episode, and for that, I am sorry. How hard is engineering? It's a lot of work, but it's not about how hard it is. It's about how determined you are, I want to say. I think that kind of applies to anything, but engineering, like, yes, the math is hard and the late nights are not great, but if you have your mind set on becoming an engineer, or if that's something that you like really want and perceive for yourself, then I don't think engineering is the hardest thing in the world, you know? A wall covered entirely in the ancient mural. You know what? That would be pretty cool. I think I could probably manage something along those lines, um, and get some stuff going that way. Uh, I really want to try and like include a little bit of everything in this build, like from the mod. I think like stuff like the archaeology stuff is kind of overlooked in a lot of people's videos on this mod. So I think that it's this build. I don't know why that didn't go. Sorry. I think this build's going to be a really good opportunity for me, at least, to incorporate some of those things that I feel like sometimes get glossed over, you know? Because the archaeology portions, like, whilst they're not as developed as the dinosaur stuff, and they're not as popular as the dinosaur stuff, they are still really, really cool. And the developers put a lot of effort into making some of those things, like, like, think about how much time and effort it took to actually program the boss fight. Like, that's just, it's really cool. It's a really cool, like, thing. So I do want to put a lot of emphasis on some of those things, and I've already kind of started with some of the archaeology stuff. Like, I have also out here, and we'll probably reference this later today's stream, is I have all the pots and stuff. That was a voice crack. Please don't clip that. I have all the pots and stuff just lined up with all the different color variations. So I think we can, we can make some displays out of that. Ooh, on the SMP, I don't think so. I think we're saving it. I'm not entirely sure. I think that kind of conversation was before I had joined, so I'm not really sure what the plan is for Anu. I would assume we're gonna do it together. I feel like that's like kind of a together thing, you know? Is this gonna be too much stone on the floor? Maybe. Maybe it will be, but I think if I do this all the way around like here, I think there's some things I can do to break it up a little bit. Yeah, okay. So, first step is this was all stair first of all. I think if we do this along here, I also am a very sporadic builder. This is kind of why a lot of the videos kind of gloss over me building like live, I guess. It's just because I'm all over the place, I want to say. So I sometimes just skip this section of the videos. I mean, like last episode, I did like went back with the replay mod and like looked back over and like talked over what I was doing, and that's nice. You know, I can do some of that some of the time, but sometimes it's just I have nothing good to say whilst I'm thinking through a build. Medical fields, nice. Internships for pharma companies or weapons manufacturing companies. Nice. That's really cool. That's like, I think interning is like one of the coolest things that I've gotten the opportunity to do. And I highly recommend it if you are like in any field, honestly. It just looks good, you know, when you can actually get some real world experience and stuff. Is Dodo explode because of the Anu and nothing really happened? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the overarching plan was for him on the SMP, so I'll have to ask, honestly, probably, because I'm sure we'll do something or other. Okay, there's some weird portions of this that I've just created, but it's gonna be okay. So now this is a really big box, and it does, I think, maybe need to go, well, it's gonna be higher on this side too. So I think if I can, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get some slabature, and we're gonna do, I kind of want to say smooth stone. I feel like that's gonna look the best, but I think I kind of want to do slab roof, and basically, I think I'm gonna cut this side down. No, let's do this. We're gonna 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go like this. Let's see, does that work out? Before I get too far into it, does that place something? No, we run into problems there. I need to go like this then. I think. This is going to be a lot of me trying to figure this out, because roofs have always been a point of struggle for me. I think we're okay like that. I think this will be fine. Yes, maybe? Okay, and so we're just going to carry that up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe we just go ahead and double up, because I'm probably going to anyway. Okay. So that's number 1. And I'm gonna kind of like make it a tier thing upwards, maybe? That slope might not be enough. Or maybe we need to push it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Bear with me. When building, sometimes it looks ugly before it looks pretty. And that's just a fact of life. Whenever you're doing these things. Okay, so is that's in line, right? Oh wait, no, I can just do this. Watch and learn. Does that work? So do you guys see the vision? Do you see what I'm trying to go for? I don't know if it's going to end up working, though. On my very crudely drawn thing, I had, like, just one roof going upwards, but I don't know. I feel like that's going to make it really tall on this side. You know? Hmm. What if you had that stone part open up with a really... okay, so I was thinking that there's going to be another build extension right here, and then there's going to be an arch this way. And there's going to be another section of building there. I think maybe the first thing I want to do is maybe move these up 2 blocks. Not that, this. I feel like that's going to be a good first step because I think they're a little too low. 1, 2. Confirm. And then we're going to stack these up another... Not that. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And so right here, we're going to make basically big cuts into these. Right? I want to say. This could look really, really bad, and I could really be wasting all of your time. That's kind of like the thing I've thought about with this stream, is that this could be either really good, and I make something really, really cool, and you guys love it and admire me, or the far more likely alternative is I make something kind of bad and I end up changing it, and today's stream was for naught. But you guys also get a kind of view into what goes into a lot of these videos if that does happen, and the work I put into them behind the scenes when it comes to the builds. Let's see what you guys are saying. What if you have the stone part? Oh, I already read that. You kind of see it, okay. I get it now, factory type thing. Okay, yeah, yeah. So, kind of, maybe... Yeah, kind of factory-ish. I feel like maybe these two, like, need to be even... I want to say 3 blocks more. Well, I guess I need to each go 1 block further than this. Right? Because they need to be on either side 1 block extended. Oh, well, I guess no. That means that this needs to go away and this needs to come back? 1, 2, 3. Huh. This is going to be strange. Right? No. Or yes. I don't know. This is weird. I think this is correct. I think we've gone too high there. Oh, wait. That one, yes. Okay. Kind of trying to make sure that these are all on the right level. Maybe a less aggressive slope. I could try. Yeah, okay. But what if you had them come out a couple blocks further than the others? I don't know. This again, this is like one of the worst things I ever have to do for these videos, is try and decide how to build. And I don't even know if that looks right. You know? Like, does that look silly? I think it kind of looks silly now that I'm looking at it. Like, maybe it'll look better in context with everything else. So I'm gonna try and work on the connection, I guess. Because that's not working in my brain right now. Hold on. Yeah, it's not working in my head. Wait, or is it? is it now? I think deep slate will be our roof. I think I'm just going to do tiles. I'm going to give it a darker roof. And then I'm going to cap it off like that. I'm going to grab this and see how we feel about it. And then if I wait. I'm gonna be real, I think the stone industrial doesn't match the wooden Asian style of the rest of the build. We'll see how it goes. I mean, that's fair. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Yeah, I'm definitely on the fence about what this is gonna turn out to be. But I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. And if we don't like it, the benefit of Axiom is I can just widespread delete it. That did not work. How is this supposed to work? This is... I see. We need to... No. Come back here. Yes. Go to here. Yes. No, why is it still not working? I guess I need to go... Okay, let's... Come on now. There. And then... There. Why is it putting a block in between? Oh, because I need to go here. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I need to go from here all the way to right. Why did it not get that? Here, yes. And then we go all the way here. Yeah, there we go. That should be in line on everything. Good enough, good enough. And then I can basically just stack this all the way along. That wide, okay guys, the widespread delete is definitely going to come in handy for this build. I just want you to know that again, everything that we do today is subject to change if I end up not liking it. So sorry if that makes you feel bad about today's stream, but I want this to be really good. And this actually won't be built in the Dinos world for quite some time, I think. I think there's going to be a little bit of time between now and when this gets posted. Okay. It's rough and it's bare, but I think it might work. I think it could. I think it might. I'm looking at my reference image, kind of. I think... I agree that it's industrial looking, but I think if we add windows and make it look more, not like industrial looking, but more airy almost, it could look a little bit better. Sorry, I am analyzing this, my reference. I think it could be good. I think the windows and some different texture on the stone portions will elevate it. I also actually didn't mention it when we got on here. I did work on the roof a little bit more since the last time. I don't know. I didn't ask for opinions. Do you guys like kind of the candle fence roof? I'm also on the fence about that, but I think it looks all right. Like from a down here view, I think this is gonna look pretty cool. Eventually. So first thing, let's see if we can see what we can do about some things. Yeah, Windows texture and plants should definitely help. I think it's just looking really rather bare. How does this look? That kind of gets funky because of this. So maybe honestly we don't do... Maybe we don't do this gray. Or like this pillar block. Like that might also be something that could help. In just a couple different ways. Is this on the same level? Okay, yeah. I don't know if anyone else does that where they just kind of fly between their blocks. I think first things first is we put windows, large windows in here. And it's going to be kind of rough because I kind of just brute forced that with the axioms. So I think if we put a window on every single one, I'm just going to kind of give it some space. I think maybe can we put another one there and another one? That works out good, I think. We do have a middle center. Okay, cool. I was just checking to make sure that we had that. I think something like this. Having the windows up here will definitely let some light in when the sun's on that side of the building, which is something I really want to keep throughout this whole build, is enough sunlight throughout all the portions. I think that's good, in a way. Slowly becoming more East Asian, and I like them. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think the pillars might need to go. Set of windows on the walls on the roof would be better. I think I'm going to do both. I think because we've already got a kind of skylighty theme going on throughout here. This roof is really ugly. I need to actually work on it too. But we're going to go... What did I do down here? I think I did andesite, didn't I? I use these. I use these. These. We'll use those. I've been just replacing them. Sorry, my phone is right in front of my hotbar, so that was probably really embarrassing. These. I think that's probably good. What I'm gonna do is... I have some room for the windows, so I'm gonna throw them in there like that. We're gonna have, since we have some room here, throw these guys... And again, this build is such a work in progress, it's not even funny. So, you know, things are going to change. This is not the final thing. You know, I could decide in a month that I actually don't like this build at all and the past 2 streams were for nothing. And just, you know, not make this. So, yeah, just keep an open mind. And we'll slowly arrive in a place that's good, hopefully. Was that? Why is... Okay, that's 3 blocks. And this is 2 blocks. So we do have an even center. That's not great. That means everything needs to go 1 more block the other way. This is fine. This is okay. I think all I really need to do is just... What's the best way to do this? I think we're just going to take these out. I'll put them back in a second. And then I basically am just going to first point select this, second point select right there, and then just stack it 1 more. Like so. And then, you know, the slopes and everything. I'll kind of leave that for a bit because I want you all to keep watching. That's boring. Okay, front. Front is where I need attention. I think that there is how many? Right there is 1. Move down 2. That's good. And then This needs to go back down. I think that could be cool. If I copied that over, right? 2, 2, 2. Oh, wait, that's not 2. This is... Ooh, maybe that. Yeah. Yeah. Can I just do... Let's see if this works. Kind of not. We'll do this, and then we'll do this. No. Needs to go from here up to here. I think that lines up, right? Yeah. Oh. Because it's air, it does not. Okay. That was embarrassing. I think right there. 1, 2, boo. And then we won't include that last window because it's kind of gonna get cut off by the ornament there. We can go right here and go boop, 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 boo. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 2. Math. That's, I've gone 1 too close. Lack of math. Guys, we'll get there. This build it's in an ugly phase. It's going through a rough patch in our relationship. But we'll get there. We'll get there, hopefully. Not that. Come on. 1, 2. Oh, wait, there's a problem. How has that happened? How has that happened? Oh, this needs to go... Wait, no. Huh? How happened? Isn't there's supposed to be another block here, I want to say. But there is not. Oh, you need to do... Okay. I didn't know that was a command, lizard. But I will do that. This is... Okay. The math isn't mathing. I mean, it probably is, and I'm just being really, really slow about everything. But... Okay. We're gonna fill in with all of the windows. And we're just gonna leave that one block thingy. And it's gonna be fine. I hope other people saw what I meant when I said that there was something wrong. Hopefully I don't look just absolutely crazy. Because I might be. All this building, you know. I think that's good. And what we'll do is we'll throw in a boop boop. A boop. Boop boop boop. I make boops whenever I'm building for whatever reason. I just can't stop saying boop. Like I'm a robot, but you know, to each their own, I guess. I think it's from working all day I've gone absolutely crazy. And this site, I can actually do this. So that's kind of helped with the problem with it being very flat. And I think once we have another build here, it'll look even others. Yeah, it is consistent with the others, so I guess it stays. For now. For now, it will stay. And then this one, turn this off. This is middle. And we'll just have skylights like that, I suppose. Yeah, I think so. And that'll look cool. Let's see what I can do here. I think, okay, from a back perspective, it looks interesting. I want to say that this is like empty here, but I don't know what I would put in this area. And then this is definitely a very sharp thing. So we're gonna extend this out a little bit. I think that's fine. Third window on the far right. Okay, I think we can, maybe I can throw it in here. I didn't originally include one just because that's a little tight. But we can just go ahead and throw one in. Not that. Give. Thank you. That is not in line. That is not in line. This is in line. Yeah, it's fine. I think that's fine. And then I don't know. How does it look from the inside? How much room have I created? I have made a lot of room. Or actually not that much. Because it's kind of what I already had. Plus a little bit. And I guess that, like, opens up this space. But I think I've made an even worse problem in the back area. Which is not exactly what I wanted to do. But I think if I break a section out of here, and I make this, that's 3, that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, okay. I think that this will be my, like, bridge over, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I can just stack this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? I think 15 is probably good. There we go. Maybe a little bit longer. 16, 17. That's probably fine. And so this will be a bridge to a secondary building, I think. I think you should have the middle window be 3 by 3 and the two on the sides be 1 by 3. We can do that. I can do that. We're gonna do... If you wish to see it, I shall make it happen. 3 by 3. And then I'm gonna make that a 1 by 3. Three by 3, and then, okay, so just making sure I was following the request correctly. Hopefully this looks, hopefully I'm doing it right. Or do I like the 2? Lizard, let me know. Do you like the, here's, because I could keep the 2 by 3 as well. You like the 2 by 3s? Okay. I'm gonna keep the 2 by 3s because I think I like that a little bit more too. There we go. Get like there. Boop, boop. That was, I guess, another problem on this side is that I did not put enough space. Here we go. I also have the Minecraft music on, so let's hope this stream doesn't get copyrighted or something. Let's see. That's helped. That's helped, I think. I think that's done good. I think that's pretty cool. And I think having stone brick walls along all of those will help all of those things. I'll copy that over in a bit. What can I do? What can I do? I think... So this is going to bridge over. There's going to be another building here. This. I need to come back and actually focus on this. How do I make this? I could do... I don't want to just copy what I have in the glass aspect. I want this to be... standalone-ish. I'm already using spruce for the floor. Maybe. This is a maybe thing. Let's try this. This could go terribly, terribly wrong. But I'm just gonna try it. And if I hate it, it goes away. And it could never hurt me ever again. That is fully encapsulated that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think if I do this, right, then this kind of can become a hallway into here, and then that's a staff area, and that's a staff area. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I want to say. Oh, I need to actually use the stack feature. That one and that one. And then this one and that one. That goes along like so. Yes, I have considered like a water feature, but that'll probably be in the landscaping like around. I also kind of want to make a parking lot, as weird as that sounds. Like I kind of think that having a kind of parking lot might be really cool. Okay, here. What did I do over here? I did just a slab then a slab. We are going to follow suit. Just doing a slab und then a slab. I think like that. How does that make it look? A little weird. A little weird, I want to say. But you have to walk before you can run. And I think we're going to slowly walk with this for a second. I think maybe just a series of no, I think this needs to be the focal point here. I feel like the more I do, the worse this gets. I feel like I'm not representing my building skills the best here. I'm folding under pressure, guys. And it's okay. That happens sometimes. Those need to be reversed, don't they? It needs to be concrete on the bottom, and then the other stuff on top. The powder on top. Like so, hopefully. I think having people walk here from the entrance / helipad so I don't have car park would match here. Maybe a small one for some park ranger vehicles as you can see them. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Dane, I am fraud checked. I'm being fraud checked right now in the big 2026. Like I've said, not everything I build is actually that good. That's gonna need to have like some kind of block there. Yeah, not everything I build is actually that good. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of planning to make my videos. And I can't even tell you how much you guys have not seen of stuff that I have made and just didn't actually end up keeping or running with. Like my SMP starter house, that went through about like 4 different versions before I built the one on the actual SMP. I want them to be 1 block closer. Like such. Oh wait, that might be cool. Having like a double window like that could be something interesting. Could be, it could be. I think maybe. You should show us some of these abandoned builds as a special episode. You know what? Maybe for the 2000. Maybe for the 2000 mark. We're actually really close, by the way. We're really, really close. I think, or not like really, really, but like we're getting close. I think we're at 1,870 something. So we're not too far off, you know? I don't know if how many I have at the current juncture. Like saved. I could just bring up some of my vanilla worlds and like older builds, and we could go through some of my build history. I can try and find some really old worlds and see if I can show you guys like, hey, oh, here's this one. It's kind of meh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna do this, and I'm not sure if I like it. 1, 2, 3. But in an effort to give a little bit more shape, I want to try this number out. I think that could be cool. Having just a little bit of that variation between it. Let's see, what could I do? I think I have an idea. And this could be really poor. Let me say that's 1, 2, so gap like that, gap like that, gap like that, gap like that, and we'll leave that and that. Oh, that's nice, that's good. Gap like that, and then gap like that. Perfect, I think that works out. And then stair variety, we need a stair variety. Maybe just stone bricks. I feel like stone bricks will work. I have tried to steer away from copycats. I don't know if I've said that publicly. I've been really attempting to not use copycat blocks for whatever reason. I think stone, just regular old stone might be best. Yeah, maybe. I've just been really trying to limit my usage of copycat blocks. I don't know what the... Like, I think just using them too much does end up lagging your game, so I've just been very overtly cautious of that. Because I use some of the aquarium, like, just as, like, little accents here and there. And, yeah, I don't know... I don't know if I want to keep, like, using them as often as I could. Like, I do forget about them, I'll admit. I wish there were slab variants of the smooth stone. I mean, technically I could do that, but, you know, I just said no, so. Are there any other stair blocks that I could use? Or try out here for a little fun? Wait, those might be near spot on. Close enough. Close enough. I think we'll use the tough stairs that create ads. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to basically just inset these walls, almost. I think. Yeah, they do just, they look a little bit weird in some uses, but also just like, I don't know, I feel like they sometimes limit my creativity. And I like being creative in this build and like in these kinds of things. That's too much. Where's just the other, where's the polished tough? There, cut tough. I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to rely on them too much, is the thing. I'm going to replace this, and then I'm going to go back with the concrete and add it in some places. Because I feel like if I rely on them too much, then I'm just, like, people will get so detached from what it is I'm building. Like, if you look at this, obviously this is a very modded world. There's some things that are going to stick out to you as, like, oh, yeah, I can't do that in vanilla. But, like, from the front, I mean, besides the plants, you could build this in vanilla. The glass would look different, but you could build this. And I've not gone too crazy with all the modded stuff. So, I don't know. I feel like if you wanted to, you can make this. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna fill it in with deep slate first to see. See if I like that. We can go out here and look. Maybe. You know, I could see it. I could see kind of my vision. My vision's kind of there. I'm not blind yet. Maybe I am. I could be really bad at building, honestly. I'm not the most confident in this right now. That's what I'll say. I've not heard about the Marvel Rivals tournament drama. I haven't played that game in so long. I liked it a lot when I played. It's just I don't know, I never... Obviously, I am a very much more, like, survival game player. So, like, first-person shooters have never been my thing. Like, I can play them, and they're a bit of fun with friends, you know. But I could never just, like, full commit to them. So, I don't know. They're fun, but I typically have more fun with, like, a survival crafting game as we're playing right now. Speaking of which, I'm going to do this. Not that. That kind of creates a cool shape. Yes, this is going to be in the park. This is going to be the visitor center or the info center, whatever you really want to call it. But yes, this is going to be in the park. I'm thinking somewhere over by the swamp area. is kind of where I saw a good place for it. Or maybe I'll make it closer to spawn. It really depends on what I end up wanting to do. But, okay. This is the first thing. And I honestly think that I would like to extend this out ever so slightly. Like such. And 5. Make it kind of more circular. Yeah, maybe. Let me know, by the way, if this is just very terrible. I like feedback. I typically have just one of my friends in a call at all times just to tell me like, oh yeah, that doesn't look good at all. And you know, I need that kind of thing in my life. But I think having like a planter there. Wanted to use college for just 5 and telling. Huh, that's crazy. Dang. No, I probably won't do a main street like Jurassic World. Mostly because this isn't like a zoo or anything. Or like what my build isn't really a zoo perchance or per se. It's more of like a national park. So I don't think I'd ever do like a main street build. I have thought about like maybe doing like some videos of just building a creative park in like just actually full sending a creative build. Like because I can build a lot faster when I really lock in. I'm just kind of chilling now, you know, like if I wanted to, I could like pump out a creative video like that just because, you know, there's no resource gathering time. I could just put on a show and like crank out a build really quickly. And I've thought about like maybe doing a more Jurassic Park styled thing. Since I don't really do parks. Like on this one I'm doing like a national park, and then on the SMP I'm doing like a research island, so it's not really made for tourism. So I kind of have thought about that a little bit. Ooh. I'm gonna go there, and then I do ones. Let's see. Instead of a main street, you could do like a research hub. Yeah, that's kind of like if that's something I might do as a research camp. My aviary on the Dinos world is actually going to be a avian research facility and not really a it's going to be like an avian research and medical facility and not really a aviary. Because again, my whole Dinos world is more of a national park. It's not... It like every dinosaur you see isn't meant to be in an enclosure per se. It's meant to just be roaming around, and the enclosures are more for the fact that they are Minecraft animals and will just leave. So I have to kind of make it look like they're not encaged. Is kind of the style I try and go for. So yeah, I would say that I don't think I'd do tourism things. Like maybe some like food stands and stuff, but there wouldn't be any like majory like monorail tours or something like that. Like maybe like a flying tour or something. I don't know. But yeah, my aviary for the actual thing would be like a research medical facility. Does this look good, guys? Are we kind of vibing with that little extension there? It's a little bright. I think some glass would help. Do I do the same glass that I've been using? I probably should. I'm gonna just go grab this. Oh, I need to get the, what is this called? Where? I'm just gonna get the blocks, honestly. Or should I get the... I'm gonna try out the white stained glass. Like such. Ah, I've fallen. And then there will be one back here. Maybe? Oh, not like that. But that kind of looks cool. Maybe. Yeah, like outdoor picnic tables. I'm thinking of doing campsites and stuff. I have a lot of different small build ideas to just like in my back pocket if I just need to like fill some stuff into a video. Like fire watch towers, picnics, cabins, all this kind of stuff that I just kind of like am storing in my back pocket for like, oh, I just need a small build that I can like pull out today. So yeah, all those kind of things are things that I do keep in the back of my brain for stormy weather. I think if we do... We do it. We did on the inside, yeah. I think this could be cool. No, that looks dumb. I was thinking maybe just on those bits. Maybe is there a trap door that I can use? It's not terribly bad. Maybe that. Something of this nature? No. There we go. Maybe. No. Still no. Yeah. When in doubt, place it like that. Kind of better. Yeah, Nathan, there's gonna be at least one of every skeleton in this visitor center. It's just I need to find a way to fit them all. Oh my gosh, it does look like a school lizard. It does a little bit, yeah. I think, well, this might help. I'm gonna grab that. Yeah. Let's see. There, boop, 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 boo. Boo, boop, 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 boo. Let's see. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. There's some things, you know. Let me see. What do you guys think of that little section right there? I just feel like maybe those two sections are really disconnected feeling. So I don't know. Maybe here's what I'm gonna do. This is just gonna be for decoration. I think if I just add like 3 onto here, and I just full send this up like such, and I basically just kind of build a fake wall. Or wait, how much is it? Yeah, here. If we just do like so. Yeah. And essentially just kind of do what I've done over here. All right, just go boop, boop, boop. Like that. How does it end? In just another block? Yeah. And I'm just basically kind of making a fake wall. To kind of blend them a little bit better, maybe. Hopefully. I could be doing a massive sidetrack here. And one that does not end up looking good. Not that. Place blocks correctly, Coda. Jeez. Do that. And then all the way around here. I think that could be cool. And then this needs to get... This needs to get replaced with this. Right? Yeah. Just gonna stack. Like from back point of view. Maybe that helps a little bit, I want to say. I've missed that. Okay. So, Grumble just got a new PC and it took me 11 hours to realize smart scale was... Aw, darn. Really? That's always... I hate whenever I mess up, like, resolutions. I had made 2 different channel banners, and the first one you saw, or like the one I use now as my like stream starting screen, was my first attempt, and it doesn't work for like YouTube. So yeah, that's always fun. Erase. Doop. This one. I almost just erased too much. There we go. Okay, now I think that looks a little silly. This section. So I'm going to actually, not that, this, clone it. I'm gonna move this. Did I get, wait, no. Rosie. Clone. Let me get actually some of this in there. It's always placing ones on the corners that are the worst. There we go. I think if I do this, I need to actually place a block below it. Gosh darn. Right there. Right there. I think we do that maybe, right? And so that creates how we want it. And then if I erase, boop, and boop, like such, bring this back, right there, right there, right there, along there. That's fine. And then basically just kind of connect it back there. Gonna look a little off in some regards, but I think something like that, maybe? I don't know. This is always the hardest part, is like making portions of your build that you've like not really thought all the way through fit together in a way that's somewhat coherent. And And that is the worst part about dealing with a big build like this, is trying to make everything you've come up with thus far fit together in a meaningful way that doesn't look like you basically built it like a 5-year-old would draw something, you know? Making things actually look decently realistic and like it could actually be a thing that exists in real life. You know, maybe I can do that. Probably not, though. I don't know how well I'm succeeding right now. It's not looking too good. Let's see. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I think there definitely needs to be something here, but I think once we get this put in and a little bit more detail on this wall, I think it'll be good. I don't know. I'm really like trying to figure out how I'm gonna actively put something on here. But I don't know what exactly that could be. Stairs. Hmm. Just put some stone in. You know? Nothing can hurt the build. It can only help the build. It can only help. Boop, boop. I mean, that's kind of helped a little bit. Just a smidge. Just adding a little bit of whatever that is. I think this is just gonna be some damage. I think we can make that look a little cooler. Actually get my ability to place back. Considering how many. Oh yeah, good luck with all the skeletons. It's gonna take a lot of patience and a lot of time. And you know what? I've already signed up for it as a challenge. I also, so another cool thing that I kind of wanted to include as part of the build is the fact that, you know how like when you go mining for fossils, every fossil ore you mine has a chance to drop just what's it called? The like actual individual like bones for the different animals. With this build, I've kind of been considering like what if I collected them all? Or like started collecting them all, you know? I don't know how smart of an idea that is, or like of a thing to put out in the world that I'm gonna keep collecting them. We'll see if I stick to that. You know, we'll see if that's something feasible for my small little brain. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to place along here. So that's going to go 1 block before, 1 block, 1 block. Yeah, 1 block up at a time. It goes, starts on this one. Oh, wait, no. Boop, 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 boop. Kind of enforcing that upwards area. Maybe, perchance. Perchance. I know I can't just say perchance, but, you know, feels nice. Feels nice to just say perchance. If anyone gets my reference, you're an OG, amazing person. Speaking of which, if you were an OG amazing person, you should totally like get in my Discord. Pretty cool. I'll probably be asking for lots of feedback on this build throughout the coming months, days, years, etc. Let's see. 2 under. I like the replace feature, but I also sometimes forget to turn it off, and that's the worst feeling in the world. I think you can really. You think it's a cool idea to collect them all? I think it was just like an interesting idea, and since I'm gonna have like one of each skeleton, I might as well like just start like a barrel like below each of them that's just like, oh, you know, here's this, you know. It serves as the place where I just throw all my Deinonychus fossils. Or like you know, here's this little section. You can just throw anything you want in there. So I don't know. Hmm. A lot of gray. I do tend to use a lot of gray, don't I? I could change this concrete out for spruce wood, maybe. Or like a mix of the two. Bear with me. I don't know if I like this or not, but you know, what's happening is happening. Make use of the unique fossils more useful while requiring them. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. I think that's something that they're thinking about adding. Keep the gray, I like it. Okay. You like the gray. Does the stripe pattern look really dumb? Like really, really dumb? You can say yes. If the stripe pattern looks really, really dumb, and you want to tell me to quit while I'm ahead, please tell me. I thought it just might be a little interesting, you know. But I also understand that I'm sometimes wrong. I also mentioned it last stream. I am a really indecisive builder. Like, I'll go back and forth on something for ages and ages and ages and more ages, you know. But I think that could kind of be cool, like that. Let me know what you guys think. Does the stripey look cool or weird? I don't know. I do not know. Try to place the planks on one side with stripped. Okay, stripped. We can do stripped. We'll do on this side since it's kind of got a actually no, that doesn't work because they're directional. Okay, there's stripped and there's plank. Which one do we like more? One do we like? There are differing opinions, guys. Or wooden planks. I also think that this little corner would be really nice to have like a tree. So I might just try my hand at a quick tree real quick. This will probably not be the final tree that I make. But while you guys are telling me if you like the stripped or the regular planks, we can do this. kind of hard. It's gonna be kind of hard to build a tree in the corner, but I think that'd be cool. Something akin to this. Sorry, I'm locked in now. Something just like that, like a little tree. I like the strip better. It looks more like school. Okay, we can replace with stripped. I think that's fine. Yeah, you are lizard. How could you? I mean, I don't know. Is this really Asian inspired? Like, I get there's like, I feel like there might be some influences. I never, like, that isn't what I had in mind going into it. But I do agree it has kind of happened over the course of me building, is that some of this looks kind of Asian inspired architecture. Which is definitely interesting. No. I feel like the biggest thing is just that there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot happening. And I don't know exactly if everything that's happening is working, per se. I just don't know. Like, I really like this addition. And I think it can look good once we get more into it. Sorry, big yawn. I've been up a long time. That was unprofessional. I'm sorry. Just gonna go there. And go all the way in here to just fill this out in some meaningful way. I think you can also grab this design aspect and just throw this on top as well. When in doubt, add some andesite bars, is what I always say in the Dinos world. I just love these. These are one of my favorite things from Create that they have added. Something more Canadian would be good. Do Canadians have a special build style? Cool to add some realism to the park. Like, how can a park that takes care of numerous species of dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures afford to buy and care for other necessities? Yeah, I mean, a big thing you'll come to learn about me is that I like lore, but I'm none too concerned. Sometimes, like, I do like kind of like having a backstory of what is happening, but I also like, I don't know. I'm not one of those people that can keep up with an ongoing lore thing and make sure everything always makes sense. It's not always going to. Just so you guys, aren't mad at me most of the time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to make everything make sense all of the time, so there's gonna be some things in this park, in this world, that just don't make any semblance of any kind of sense. I'm just yapping at this point, you know? But I've been told my yaps are good. Sometimes. This should be right there, right? Right. No, these would be 2 blocks down. Yeah, like such. It kind of helps. What are we doing Tess talking about? Kind of figuring out if I like this build still. It's kind of got a lot happening, and I don't know if everything that's happening is necessarily working. Like, I like this little addition, I just don't know if this all fits together the best. You know? And it's really hard to make it all fit together. Like, I don't know if the factory vibe is good in the back there. I mean, it's kind of growing on me. I don't know. There will definitely be some, like, things that I just take a screenshot and send to, like, Light a Cat and Charlie. Just be like, hey, help. I'm stuck. Can't make this look good. How do? I think a big thing I need is just to add another bit of dark oak to this section. You know, like right here. Or no, we're gonna drop this one down here real quick. And so this will be boop, 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 boop. Oh, wait, where's the middle here? Right there, right there. So that'll be the middle. Make it some fencing. I already had some fencing. This is just a lot of stuff. Like I have a lot of dreams for this build, and I'm worried that not everything's gonna come to fruition. You know? Yeah, it might look better later. Yeah, but I do want, like, that's another big struggle of building, is like when you're in the build phase, you want it to look good now, but it really just doesn't at the moment. And so I'm kind of like in my head a little bit like, oh god, is this actually gonna work eventually, or is it still just gonna look absolutely gosh awful? But I'm gonna kind of build this out a little bit. I think this could help at some point or another. Connect the two. I'm thinking, honestly, I could probably just build this same roof style right here, just over there. So what did I do? I just do this, and then stair, slab, stair, and then just kind of carry that along. But on this side, we will need another block, I think. This is a lot. I think there. So that's two segments either side, which means I should be able to just perfect. And then that just means fences along the top, like so. And then I think there we go. So kind of the same thing we've got going over here to kind of consistency wise. Hopefully I have not placed multiple thingies. Maybe? I think this needs to have something like this. in it. Something like this. I think copy to the other side is warranted. Oh wait, no, I need to clone and rotate it like that. So that kind of gives it some depth. Not asking Spike for building advice. You know what? I might honestly, I might ask all of them because they all help. I just like having I like having a friend that's just like, oh yeah, that looks good, or oh dude, you need to rework that. It kind of looks garbage. You know? I like the input. I like the feedback. I'm a feedback driven individual. And I think if I do something like this, what if I not that. I was going to basically like so, and then grab my sunroof thingies and just place in sunroof along here, not that, like such, and then maybe fence gates along like that. I don't know, the base needs work. Like a lot of work, I want to say. So let's do that now. Building on stream is hard, I want to say too. Because I want to sound interesting, but I also know that I'm not doing the most interesting of things for right now. Because I am kind of just placing blocks that will hopefully look good, but probably will end up not for a time. Fence. I'll do this. Because this kind of needs to be yeah, you can't troll Charlie. He's too nice. And then yeah, you can troll Poe a little bit in the Discord, especially. You know, we've got some good Poe memes with spruce logs. I think just I need to I think honestly I just do this. I'm doing another stripe if it wasn't evident already. Another stripy pattern. Like such, maybe? And then gate. I think some gates in the middle might help. I think connecting these might help. I think it's just really thin right now. Yeah, you control Spike a little bit more. You know, Spike's got tough skin. He's a good bloke. That's what he says because he's British. I'm so sad though. Um, I like with my new job, I get off of work right as like they're going to sleep, the British people. So I don't get to see them as much anymore right now. It's kind of sad. Trapdoor. I think that might be better so slightly. If I actually fix some of the problem sections. It's better than you thought it would. Good, always good. I like to subvert your expectations ever so slightly. I think maybe this might help as well, just kind of adding a transition from the stone buildings. Hmm. Yeah, he does. He does only upload like twice a decade. You know, you gotta bully him into getting those uploads out. Actually, I think he did take he took some personal time for a bit there, which he needed. So I haven't been on the SMP in a minute. I need to get back on. Like I said, it is just really hard to like be. It's hard to get on for me because when I like in my playing time, there's not a whole lot of people on. So I typically like look. I see. Oh wait, there's nobody online right now. I'm just gonna play on my single player, and you know that's maybe not the best. Like best thing in the world to do. Because it does make me feel like I am not giving as much attention to the SMP as I should be. There. I think I get rid of this. Let's get some light. Very dark. Spread them out. I'm going to spread them out ever so slightly. And by that I mean I'm just going to make one in the middle. I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't think it's it's weird. I'm one of the few people on the East Coast, I want to say. And like I feel like there's maybe two other people that are East Coast, but they typically play later in the evening, and I can't stay up too late because I have to go to work and stuff. So I feel like I miss when most people are playing, because like when I get home, the EU is going to sleep basically, and when I go to bed is when the other Americans are getting on. So and then I either need to wake up like at 2 in the morning or like stay up super late to play with the Australians. So I don't know. It's hard, you know. I mean, this looks kind of okay. I think honestly, I kind of want to make it glass, like through here. Just gonna do it. I'm gonna send it. See if that looks cool. Like the glass? Do we like the glass? Yeah, well, I is it like afternoon? I also don't know what Charlie's sleep schedule is, honestly, but typically like when I'm awake late is whenever I get like a text or something from him. And when I'm like, so it's, I don't see him too often. So Charlie's also been having a lot of problems like actually playing on the server because his connection and stuff is bad. And we've been trying to figure that out. Because he's just like so framey that it's unbearable for him. I don't want to make him like actively like playing something that's like making his head hurt with how bad it is, so. I think I like the glass. It's just that this bottom section is throwing me, so I'm gonna rotate and do the thing in which I do, which is just to confirm and finish that. So that has helped a little bit. And I think stone, brick. I think I'm just gonna kind of follow this, but like in set 1. I'm gonna cover up the fence. Sorry, not sorry. How did I do? I just did it. Yeah. Wait. 1, 2. Ah. I see. I see. I see. Okay, the math wasn't mathing for a second there. I was very confused. So kind of like that, and then I'm just going to do slabs at the top here. Honestly, I might be able to use them elsewhere too. Just smooth out that. It could be kind of cool to also throw in like that, maybe. Give it a little bit of curvature. I think that's cool on the inside. I think also just walls along here. Just some interest. I don't know. I still don't know. Yes, with the glass. It's currently 12 p.m. here on the Aussie East Coast. My cousin lives in Aussie. We talk every night because they sleep really late and I get home really late. Yeah, it's just with the how different some of our time zones is on the SMP. It is definitely a little bit more of a challenge to actually, like, you know, be motivated to get on and to play some nights. And some nights I have no problem. Like there was a day the other day where I just got on and built the cliff. Not for the island or anything, just behind the railroad station. I'll probably mention it in the next video. Or I might not, just because it's really small, but yeah, I've been able to get some small stuff done. I think the next video is gonna focus on the SMP probably, and I'm gonna try and get the boat set up to kind of go between mainland and the coast of our island. So look forward to that, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this extension that we've done today. It might get reworked a bit. You know? Yeah. I think... I don't know. You know what? No, that would actually screw up what we've done down here. I was gonna say, what if I, like, increased, like, this diagonal? So, like, I made this section come out 2 blocks, made this section come out 2 blocks, made this section come out 2 blocks. I'm curious. Kind of. We're gonna... Two. Like, just what if I, what if I slowly but surely created a kind of diagonal? I mean, I believe I can undo this with just Axiom. I think maybe a 1 block. Yeah, I think maybe just 1 block forward on each of them. I think that it could be kind of cool, you know. Sorry to make you guys watch me place the same thing twice. But I think if executed correctly, this could be really cool looking, and it'll kind of break away from that flatness that it's kind of got right now. So right here down to here, 1, 2, confirm. Right, and then so kind of feeling it's all good. Thank you, Lizard. Again, so basically, if you want some backstory of why I decided to start doing these streams a little bit, is because I was basically showing my girlfriend, like, hey, this is what I built today. I'm kind of like thinking it's gonna be this, and she was like, you know, you should stream this. You should stream this for the people to see. So that way they can, like, you know, have input and stuff. And I was like, you know what? You're brilliant. Why have you not been giving me input sooner? And she was like, well, you know, thank you. I am genius. You should have me, like, become, like, your accountant or something. And I was like, you start tomorrow. How's that sound? That's not exactly what happened, but pretty much. That's how it happened in my head. She can tell you. She's really smart. I think that. So I basically was just like, okay, I'll start streaming my creative process, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so this one needs to come this whole wall needs to come 1, 2, 3 forward, right? Creating, yes, like that. And we'll have to adjust. Well, honestly, I mean, that kind of still works. I mean, this is a little scuffed right now, but I can just fix it with some love there. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Depengu. I'm gonna tell her that, actually. That's really funny. That's really cute. I'm gonna tell her about that. But yeah, I was just like, you know what? It probably does, especially since this is such a community-driven build. Like like it's meant to be kind of like my community center of the park, and this is where I'm gonna like put all the fan art, put all the members' names. You know, I feel like it's nice that you guys can have some input into the build process and be like, oh yeah, that looks cool. Oh yeah, that looks pants. You know what? That kind of help. Do you guys? Does that kind of help? Do you like that a little bit more now that it's kind of brought just a little bit forward with each tier, kind of giving it a diagonal slant? I kind of like it, you know? I feel good about such a thing. Right. You forgot a trapdoor where the window's on the bridge. Did I? Where at? I don't see one. I could be so blind though. Let me know. Tell me where exactly. Like far right or far left, wherever. I'll fix it. And also like I've got to build all of this all this in survival. So a lot of like the small mistakes, they'll definitely get you know, re looked at and rebuilt correctly. Cuz there's going to be a long time where I'm just working on this in survival, so this is going to take forever to build in survival. I will say that. Second left window. Good catch, sir. I see it now. There you go. Perf. You like the diagonal? Okay. I like. It creates like a noticeable effect. And maybe, I don't know if I'll do it on the other side. Maybe I'll keep it probably flat on the other side. Just a flat wall. I think I like the updates we've made today. It's definitely given more interest to the side that did not have anything in it before, which is good. And it makes it look cool, like from the ground, I want to say. And just imagine like some trees around, and you like walk up different areas. Like, I think this is a cool view. Walking up to it here. Because the whole point of this like archway is to kind of have a path that goes directly underneath it and then brings you around the side to the front, and then boom bada boom, you're in the building. I'll add some plants to the planter now that we've got some time. I got all these. Yes, okay. I kind of do like that. We'll do another section, and then one more. Kind of like to group my flowers together. I don't know why. And then we'll just throw some of these guys in. Yeah. Glow lichen. When in doubt, add some glow lichen as well. Is another good saying. Makes it look like moss of some variety. Look like it's kind of getting some growth happening. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. I feel like that's nice, probably. I feel like these have been good steps today. It is hard to imagine the full vision, you know, and to really just let myself believe in what's happening here. But I think, like, coming in here, like, the Confucius Soreness enclosure still has light. This is still cool. I'm still liking this. Still liking it. We've now got a lot more space in here. Well, I say a lot more space, but it honestly isn't that much extra. Like, it's a little bit more space, but where does this break into? Where can I add entrances, exits? Well, this is a lot nicer. How's on replace mode? Oh, that's perfect actually. Let me get a torch in hand so you guys can actually see what I see. I think. Oh well, I guess I should probably just copy. Clone. No, that way. One more. Confirm, confirm. And then we're just gonna basically repeat. So that way I don't have to actually go through and make the whole checkered floor thing. Confirm, finish. And then like this, I'll have to make this little section, but something like this. Right. And I feel like this would be, or here, we'll do another 2 hours on stream, by the way. Thank you. I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon-ish. Soon-ish. Just because I've been building a lot, and I don't know. I need to remind myself to actually relax. But like I said earlier, I think going forward, streams will probably be every Wednesday, is what I'm gonna try and do for the foreseeable future. Mostly because, you know, new job. I don't have that much brain power to stream. So, I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of nice to have a set time that I like make myself stream. That way I can get into a schedule. I've been liking the schedule that I have like at work and stuff, and so yeah. I also like I've talked about this last time, but videos as well with the new job are going to be a little bit harder for me to make weekly, so they might end up being like every 2 weeks or even longer, which I know is not what everyone wants to hear, but it's just the unfortunate downside of having a lack of time. So yeah, that's the other thing is like most of the time when I get off work, I am really tired. Like you can ask any number of my friends or anyone, you know, that knows me on a personal level, like I get off work, I am very tired. I don't like doing a whole lot. I like a chill evening after work, so because it's just I have to be in the office so early, and then it is like an actual office job where I'm sitting in the computer all day long, so I kind of like just getting home and going to bed, but that's neither here nor there. Again, I do love doing YouTube, and I want to keep doing YouTube. So videos will still be happening, and I will still be working on them in the background. It just I might be slower, more methodical about them. And I also, like, I've been really trying to make them good. You know, ever since joining the S&P, I've learned a lot of, like, different tips and tricks, and, like, really trying to make the videos better and better with each time and improve. Just as we go along, like, I don't ever want people to, like, I want to if you clicked on the Dinos playlist right now and watched from start to front, I want you to see the progression of my editing, of my like things. Um and like I want the videos to be good, and I really hope that I keep up with that, and that's like one of the biggest things that I want to yeah, just keep up with. I don't want to just fall into the, oh, I'm making weekly videos because, you know, I said I would, um and then they're just like really bad videos. Like I think I personally, and I think you all as well, prefer quality over quantity. And so yeah, that is going to make some of them slower. It's going to make them take more time, but I think in the end, at the end of the day, it will be more worth it. They'll be worth the wait videos instead of just like slop that I made with little to no brain power and minimum sleep, you know. But don't worry, if it ever gets like to a point where it's like taking a while, and you guys are concerned that the videos are like stopping or something, don't worry, they won't be stopping. I have no plans to quit anytime soon or go on heightened sabbatical. I know the last video did take me quite a while to finish, mostly because it was the Mosasaur, so, you know, that was definitely a very big project. Something I should have thought about a little bit more before I started it. But, you know, good first project to pull out after the world download, I think. I think it was a pretty good one. Um, have you thought about your long-term career yet? Now it's important to not have tunnel vision, but it's also good to have long-term goals. Like, are you going to focus on engineering while also doing content creation, or will you lean into content more later? You know, honestly, Charlie, like, I think asked a very similar question when I first joined the SMP. Like, do I see myself doing content creation full time? The short answer is no. Mostly because you know, like one of my main goals has always been I want to support a family one day. And as much as you know, like I am starting to make money off of YouTube, it's not enough with the current state of my country, to sustain a family. So I think that doing YouTube full time would definitely, it would have to be a lot for me to do YouTube full time, and currently I'm not, you know, making nearly enough for what I want to do. So engineering is definitely the thing that I'm going to be doing for the foreseeable. But if in the future, like I do start making enough money to support myself and my family, I do see myself maybe like even, or maybe like after retirement or an early retirement, I could see myself jumping into a content creator's like role and just trying it out for a bit to you know, see if it is like stable enough. um but I also know that I'm definitely like I am so deep into engineering school and to all that kind of stuff that I don't foresee myself, you know, dropping out of engineering school or anything. As much as I some days would love to, I just don't see that really happening. Um, it is a nice thought, though. You know, I do talk about it with my roommates and my girlfriend. I'm like, you know, what if I dropped out? I could be a YouTuber. Um, and the consensus is, yes, it would be really cool, but probably not great in the long run. And so something that I probably wouldn't end up doing. But I also like Minecraft has always just been my game of comfort. Like I play this game when I'm sad, I play this game when I'm bored, I play this game, you know, when I just need something to do. So Minecraft is something I will always play, and I think that as long as I'm playing, I'm probably going to be able to make videos on it just because I also like the editing and the building and stuff, so you know, there's going to be no shortage of content. But definitely career-wise, I'm engineering through and through. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think this room is cool. Frog light. Frog light. We're gonna do. I think that works out pretty good. It's one block too much. We can maybe do this. Oh wait, no, that doesn't help my situation. I do this. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. And then just leave that 2-block gap in the middle. I'm remaking this world in like Hightail of Dinosaur mod gets created for it. No. No. I like Hightail. I have been seeing some stuff. Like my friend has been playing and I've been watching him as he plays, and I do think it's a really, really interesting game. Really, really cool mechanics. I like how some of the features are different from Minecraft. I kind of like the green approach to that game, and that's it's not Minecraft, and thus we shouldn't compare it to it. You know, like they are different games. As much as they are similar in some aspects, they are different, glaringly different in some cases. And I feel like the team has put so much work into it to try and make it a different game. Or not to try, but to succeed in making it a completely different game. Like, I feel like it's unfair to just, and automatically compare them to one of the best games of all time, that being Minecraft. Obviously, they're both blocks. That's the easy comparison. They both have, like, build mechanics. They both have kind of, like, fantasy features. But that's kind of where a lot of the similarities, at least from what I saw in terms of gameplay, kind of stop. I mean, like, I don't know. It's a good game. It's just not something that I personally would play. And, you, like, see, like, the Hermitcrafters and other people playing it. And, like, all the, like, if they want to play it, if they're having fun, then go ahead. I don't like the people that have completely dismissed the game because it's similar to Minecraft, but I just know that the game wouldn't be for me. I just can already tell, like, from seeing my game, like my friends play, How many uni I've already wasted? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, Lizard, is at the end of the day, I have the one goal, and I'm gonna kind of follow it, to the T. Mission mod. About its monetization since for all. Yeah, I don't know. I think overall it's nice that it's definitely nice that Minecraft now has a competitor to contend with. I do agree that Minecraft has kind of been without competition for far too long. And that has led to not laziness on the devs' part, but maybe like lack of motivation in some areas. When you have no competition, it's easy to try less. But I like the stuff that the Minecraft devs have been putting out recently. I really like. I like all the new baby models. I like smaller updates that have maybe just 1 or 2 features. I would love a big update again. I think that's really cool whenever they get around to doing stuff like that. But I also am like, doesn't need it. Okay, this is cool. Lantern. I'm just gonna do my good old, oh, I can't do that. Yeah, I could also see that, like, then again, is Terraria still, like, are people still buying and playing Terraria? I'm not saying it's a dead game or anything. I just like haven't things already been done? Like haven't as in it's been out for a while, and as far as I've never played it, but wasn't there like, you know, an end, I guess? I mean, there's an end to Minecraft too, but that, like, granted, but like I saw Terraria as well. That was another one that I didn't like end up liking too much, just because like, yes, you can build, but like not like I couldn't build how I wanted to, essentially. I don't know if I am. I don't know if I'm vibing with that per se. This, I think, is going to be like a records room. So I'm kind of feeling... That goes outside. Yeah, it does. So I'm kind of feeling bookshelves will cover up the deep slate. And we'll have kind of a library room in here, I want to say. And then this one. Ooh. Where's the other side of this room go? I might make the staff door back here, actually. Like, just behind the para skeleton. And then remove this door here. Yeah, I think that would probably work better in the long run. Just because this room would be a little bit cramped, I feel. Terraria is still chugging along with updates. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Way more jank. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. See, I just never got big into Terraria. You know, it just never was exactly my thing. Clone. We're just gonna take this. And just confirm, finish. Sure. Confirm, finish, and then confirm and finish. There we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm kind of liking that. I think honestly, along these walls, I'm just gonna cover them up. Yeah, like so. And then probably just yeah. Don't need all that. What else? What else? What else? I think it probably makes sense to replace these walls with this, like, concrete texture. I want to say. I could be so wrong. I think that's better. Well, I think that leaves door open for boom, boom, light, light. Yeah, that's good. But I think, yeah, replacing this. there, and then honestly, we're gonna extend this up and then just make this concrete down. No, yes, maybe. Yes, no, maybe so. And then, or honestly, yeah, maybe just, oh, I can just do this. Give it some interest? Yeah? Ooh, this needs to get covered up. Schnikey. Honestly, you know what? You know what this could be? If anyone wants to actually make that portrait of Teddy Roosevelt riding a velociraptor that someone mentioned in the last stream, I would forever be indebted to you. And, like, it would be so cool if I could put that, like, in this world for forever. So, yeah, get on it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because I need someone to get on it. And just kind of have, like, the 3x3. Is there a painting that's 3x3? There's gotta be, right? I feel like there is in the newer updates, but I don't have new paintings, but we'll just throw in a placeholder right now. Like, how cool would that be with, like, Teddy Roosevelt riding a velociraptor? The pug crocodile, the dev shit, Adam, MFA. Aw, that would be cute. I can actually have, like, an info center cat or something. That might be something I do. I think I need to make this, like, 1 block less. Yeah, I think that's good. And I think maybe just, like, adding another one of these. Yeah. Yeah, or like me, like, can we get a pose of, like, me, like, standing on a rock or something? Like, you know, the green, like, Permacraft season 10 when Grian's, like, standing on the giant, like, rock looking with his fishing pole. Can we get that, but, like, me standing on a rock looking out over the park? If anyone has the artistic capacity to make that, I certainly do not. But if you do, you would be so cool and so awesome. If you did that for me. Not that you're not cool and awesome right now, but you'd be even more cool and awesome. Like, times at least 1 or 2. I want to say. And then I think now that we've got this, it might be a good opportunity to also just, like, add in some, like, imagine little fossil displays throughout here. Or not fossil displays, archaeology displays. Like, maybe 2 on this wall. You know, and then, like, yeah, just, like, kind of throughout the bookcase. Like, sorry, I just kind of, like, randomly clicked the zoom then. I think that could be cool. What archaeology stuff do we have? Do again, I really wish I had the shell block in survival. My biggest upset is that I don't. I think some figurines would be cool. Maybe some amber and stuff. They kind of get cut off by the. Maybe just slabs then. Yeah. Hmm. Will be another good like thing to put. Maybe just one of those. Kind of. Again, really wish I had the shell block. Can I place it sideways? No, I guess not. Or I guess I can. But that would be really cool. Checkered striped logs. Look, I'm more of a fan of crisscrossing stripe in different orientations. That's fair. I typically like this. I do need to be consistent and throw this in there. I don't know. I've just always liked it as like a wooden floor pattern. I don't know though. And then I think what I want to do is put probably gonna put like axe. Just like a little table. You know? Almost like you can come and sit down and not red. Mangrove. Just gonna sign. Trap door. And then I'm just gonna, you know what they get? They get a woven. Just a small little library where I can hold like some records and stuff. Doctor Who's coming to YouTube? Funny story, I've never watched Doctor Who, but I've seen a lot of clips on TikTok. So all of my Doctor Who knowledge comes from TikTok. So don't be mad at me, but that's where it comes from. And I'm sorry in advance. I don't know, should this, I'm thinking this could be a door here as well. Because this is kind of meant to be like another office space perchance or something. I don't really know. And this is meant to be just like a records room. I want to say. Like a records library. I don't know how much sense this makes. But maybe another door here. I'm not really sure. I don't really know, because I don't really know how this room's gonna operate either. So, I don't really know. I do know I need kind of more light over here. So, honestly, how am I doing lights elsewhere? I'm just gonna be sneaky and place one right there, and then if I put a slab over it, it does go away. What if I just did that? I don't think it hurts anybody. You'd never know. You'd never know. I don't think you'd ever figure it out that there's just a light source back there. You can definitely see. I'm not being slick with it at all. Let me just throw that. Okay, it is 9 o'clock my time, which means we have been streaming for 2.5 hours. So I think I'm gonna keep working on this in my own time when I'm not at work and stuff, and you know, I'll kind of bring you guys back whenever there's updates or something cool that I can show off or work on stream. I think I'm gonna try and stream weekly on Wednesdays. So that's, you know, that's gonna happen. But let's go outside and take a last look at what we've done today. Here it is. It's growing on me. There are aspects that I think are cool. And I think will look really cool when it's all fleshed out and done. But yeah, so I guess I just want to tell you all, thank you all for watching. If you're not already in the Discord, go ahead and join my Discord. Cool stuff. I'm probably going to ask for input on this build and such throughout there. And with the 1 year coming up soon, we're probably going to have some cool stuff happening on the series and stuff happening on the world. Yes, Lizard, we are... I think we're ending stream. I'm kind of running out of gas to be talkative, so... but yeah, I think we're looking good. So I'm just gonna, you know, sign off here, kind of, hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been a late one, so, or an early one, depending on where you're at. So yeah, see you guys in the next stream or the next video.